Welcome back to another episode of High Vibe Moms Club. Today's episode is one that I think so many high achieving mamas desperately need to hear because I don't actually think most women are struggling because they lack discipline or they don't want it badly enough. I think that many of us are stuck in survival mode and we have been there for so long that it has just started to feel normal. And when our nervous system is constantly running on stress, pressure, responsibility, and this overwhelming mental load, our bodies, they can't fully heal. Our hormones are on the struggle bus. Our energy just always feels depleted or crashes, and our patience get shorter, especially with the ones we love the most. And even relaxing starts to feel uncomfortable. So, today I want to talk about why high achieving mamas struggle to relax, how stress becomes part of our identity, unfortunately, and what it's actually doing to our bodies, and how we can start creating that safety again so we can start to feel like ourselves again. So, if you have ever sat down at the end of the day, or maybe you're working from home and you're like, oh, I'll just sit and relax here for lunch, but instead of feeling relaxed, you immediately start thinking about what still needs to get done, what you forgot to do, what tomorrow looks like, who needs something from you, or maybe you finally get a moment alone and instead of feeling peaceful, you feel restless, like you should be doing something. And that's not because you're bad at resting. It's because your nervous system, it's adapted to stress as its normal state. So for so many of us high achieving women, productivity becomes safety. Achievement becomes our identity. And slowing down starts to feel unfamiliar and even uncomfortable. And this is something that I see all the time and I have experienced as well because we are capable, we are intelligent, we are dependable, we are high performing. But under all of it, we're exhausted. We feel completely wiped out and like our battery will never recharge again. And yet, here we are, we keep pushing through because somewhere along the way, many of us learn that being productive equated to being valuable. So, resting, it can trigger guilt. Slowing down can feel lazy. And asking for help can feel so uncomfortable. And that is because the nervous system learned I stay safe by staying in control. I want you to pause and ask yourself a few of these questions, and you can write these down in a journal or pause the audio and think them through. 1. Who am I when I'm not producing? Do I feel worthy even when I'm resting? And when did I first learn that achievement equates to my value? This is where we need to talk about the physical side, our bodies, because stress, it's not just a mental thing. When your body is constantly in a stress response, your nervous system shifts into survival mode. And that is just our programming. But most of us, it's not that quick survival mode setting. Like, we're not being chased by a bear or nearly miss being in a car accident where you could shake off the feeling after and move on after that threat is gone, after the threat has passed. We are constantly living, replaying situations, or thinking about things like, I need to get groceries. I need to do the laundry. I need to work on that report. I need to respond to those emails. I need to get a present for the birthday party this weekend. I need to text so and so back. And then the list goes on, and we never know how to turn it off. So our mind is constantly living out stress, which is affecting our bodies. Because then your body starts prioritizing protection, energy conservation, stress hormones. And when you're in this constant stress response state, you're not healing, you're not digesting properly, your hormones are all out of balance, you're not losing fat, and you're not feeling calm or connected, which is why so many women say, I'm eating healthy, I'm trying to work out, I'm taking the supplements, but they come to me and say, I'm still exhausted, I'm still bloated, still anxious, I'm just stuck. Because the body does not heal when it's in this state of chronic stress. And this is something that I wish so many more women understood. You didn't fail because you're lazy. I know that you're not lazy. You might have failed because you're overwhelmed. You have too much on your plate. And when your nervous system is overloaded, your brain, it wants that quick dopamine hit. It wants the easier options. It is going to seek relief and comfort and things that it's used to getting those quick fix dopamine hits from. So you don't need more discipline. You don't need a stricter routine. You need to have a sense of safety in your nervous system. You need simpler habits and you need support. And when we stop trying to build our healthiest version of our life from a state of burnout, that is when the long-lasting success happens. This is where things start changing, and this is for me too. And I still catch myself in this, and I have to make the shift. We need to stop asking things like, how do I force myself to do more? How do I become more disciplined? When or how do I get more motivated? And start asking questions like, how do I support my body so consistency feels easier? And that will change everything. Because sustainable health, it's not built through punishment, it's built through self-trust, through slowing down enough to actually heal your body again. So if you're like, all right, Shan, that all sounds great, but what do we actually do? We stop trying to overhaul our entire lives overnight. And we need to start rebuilding safety through small, consistent actions. Things like walking outside, enjoying the fresh air and the sunshine, eating balanced meals instead of following extremes or the quick fixes, strength training with a focus on getting stronger instead of using it as punishment for yourself for eating a certain way. And one of the big things we need to do is start breathing deeper more often. Just right now on this episode, let's all take a few quick deep breaths together. In through your nose for 4, and a big open mouth exhale. Again, in through your nose. Hold it at the top, and a big exhale. Sorry, just had to throw that in because we always forget to take those long, slow, deep breaths. Some other things, really focus on sleeping more. You don't get an award for being the most exhausted, burnout version of yourself. Get some sleep, mama. Get some rest. Reduce the stimulation. Turn off your phone, put it up on the charger, like whatever you need to do, because I know it's an addiction. It's addicting to get that quick hit. So put the phone away and just be present with your family. And one big thing is saying no more often. Release that need to be that people pleaser. Just let it go. Say no. Your mind and body will thank you. And we need to start shifting our identity. If you've been following the podcast for a little bit, you know that I love to talk about the shift in identity. We need to get out of the mindset of I'm always behind, I can never stay consistent, I just need more willpower or discipline, and start practicing a different thought pattern. Things like I'm learning to support myself differently. I can create change without burnout. I don't need to earn my rest. So if this episode resonated with you, I just want you to know that you're meant to live a beautiful life. You are meant to enjoy your life. You are not supposed to be here to be in this constant rush and survival mode. Your body was designed for more than just getting through the day. And sometimes the most powerful thing that a high achieving woman like you could do is to stop trying to prove your worth through being so busy that you're beyond exhausted. It's not worth it. Like I said, you're not going to get a medal for being the most tired, burnt out version of yourself. And if you're ready to start rebuilding your health in a way that actually feels sustainable, feels good, this is exactly the work that we do inside Wellness Impress Academy. We focus on nervous system regulation, identity shifts, sustainable habits, gut and hormone health to become the woman who feels patient, energized, and confident. And you can find out more information about the Academy in the show notes. And if this episode spoke to you, send it to another high achieving mama who needs to hear this reminder today. And I would absolutely love if you can leave a review in the show notes. And I would love if you could leave a review. It helps other women find this message. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. I love you so much. Bye.